Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a review of Series 2000, Horrors of the Black Ring. So this Goosebumps book is basically a retreading of the Haunted Mask. Instead of the mask, we get an evil ring this time around. So this Goosebumps book is alright. It's basically about this girl who kind of discovers this ring. Somebody else discovers it before her, but she comes into possession of this ring and she finds out when she puts it on that it has evil powers and forces her to go against her will and do things that she normally wouldn't do that are very mean-spirited. So it's very much alike to The Haunted Mask. Very similar plot structure, very similar story. It's basically The Haunted Mask, just in a different shape and form. Instead of the mask, it's the ring. So this book is a good Goosebumps book. It's not great. The whole first half of the story, the ring actually doesn't really play a big part of the story in the first half of the book. The first half of the book is geared around towards this school fair, carnival thing going on. I can't remember what it's called exactly in the book, but it's like this school fair thing that's going on. And they're making plans to create baked goods and set up decorations and make a big thing out of this school fair or carnival or whatever it's called. And somebody keeps messing things up. This part of the book almost reminds me a little bit of Phantom of the Auditorium. So it's kind of that classic story of somebody's sabotaging and in some cases trying to sabotage the whole event. And it's kind of a mystery of who's doing this, what's going on, why is anyone doing this? And things keep happening. People keep ruining the baked goods and stuff, and different things happen. Someone's trying to sabotage this whole event, and it's kind of kept ambiguous. We don't really know who or why. During the midway point of the book, I'm not going to spoil it, but we learn who is doing it, and this isn't really spoiling it that much because it's kind of obvious, but it has to do with the whole black ring thing. So during the second half of the book, the protagonist, I forget the main character's name, even though I just read this not that long ago. She comes into, Beth, that's her name. She comes into possession of the ring. And then she has to deal with the repercussions of wearing it because she learns that the ring has evil powers. I won't get into it too much and spoil it, as I said. But obviously, based on the cover and the title of the book, I think it's kind of self-explanatory a little bit. But yeah, she discovers this ring during the second half of the book, and then she's dealing with the evil powers that the ring has and how it's kind of forcing her to do things against her will, things that are kind of mean-spirited. And this is where the story really feels like The Haunted Mask. It really is just a retread of The Haunted Mask is really the best way I know how to describe it, because that's kind of what it is. Now, pretty much every Goosebumps book is a little bit retread of ideas from old Goosebumps book. I don't think there's really any Goosebumps book that is 100% original or unique, but this one definitely very closely follows the plot structure and plot lines of the older Goosebumps books, specifically The Haunted Mask. And like I said, the first half of the book reminded me a lot of Phantom of the Auditorium with the whole school carnival thing going on and someone trying to sabotage it. But yeah, so this book is all right. I enjoyed it. But as I said, it feels just too familiar. It's basically just a reskinned, reshaped story that's already been told in Goosebumps before. I do really like the whole concept of good versus evil and trying to battle your evil self, your evil nature, because that's kind of what these books symbolize in a way. And that's one thing I really like about the Haunted Mask story is the whole tale of good versus evil, love versus hate kind of story, and the whole analogy of trying to battle yourself, suppress your anger and hatred and unforgiveness and all these negative emotions. And that's kind of the story here too, and the underlying themes. So I really like that whole concept. Again, even though it's been done a lot of times before, this book still did it well. This isn't a bad book at all. It's just the fact that it's been done numerous times already doesn't really make it feel all that new or exciting here. what this book has to offer isn't really anything spectacular. It's just a little bit stale, I think. So yeah, the twist ending is also very predictable. The twist ending is not bad, but it's not great. It's a very basic, predictable twist ending. I think anyone who is even remotely familiar with Goosebumps books will see this ending coming. Again, it's not a bad twist ending, but it's just very predictable, easy to see coming. So yeah, overall, this isn't a bad Goosebumps book, guys. It's not great either. I think I give this one probably a 3 out of 5. Very middle of the road for me in Series 2000 so far. I enjoyed it, but as I've already mentioned, I probably mentioned it too many times already. It's just too familiar, too similar to some of the older ones. So yeah, that's about all I have to say for this book. Thanks for watching my review, guys. I'm getting close to getting finished with the Series 2000 books. I might do individual reviews for another, maybe a couple more of the Series 2000 books. And when I'm finished, I will hopefully get around to doing a ranking video of all of them. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace.